Hi, guys. It's Marlene of Living Your Best Life. Happy Sunday to everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Um, I'm very excited for the show today. And of course, before I get started, I'm going to start off by doing a shout out to all my members. Thank you to all the members of the Best Life crew that support my channel, that help me, Boss Life Online, Bozo Calvin Jr., Team Ranger, Pandy's Hair Candy, and more, Pittsburgh Artist Studio, Dunamis Sound Mind Services, Be Amazing Sylvia, Marlin Music Channel, Edward Smart, Melissa My Econ, and Van Life with Gina. Thank you also, guys, so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys being a member of the channel and supporting your girl, Marlene. So I welcome you guys all here. And of course, before we get started, I just want to say thank you all for being here. Thank you for coming for the time change because I know it's a little different from the normal schedule. So I appreciate you all. And I'm going to stop this ticker here. And I just want to say welcome to you all. And I'm going to get started with the Best Life Crew affirmation song. Welcome, everybody.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hi, everybody. How is everybody this Sunday? I hope everybody's doing great. Please let me know if you can hear me. How's the volume? And more importantly, how are you? You know, my purpose of doing the Sunday talk show is to provide you with encouragement, support, to show other interviewers that I think they have something encouraging and positive to say, a lesson that they can teach us, ways that they have grown and matured. So that's just what today's discussion is going to be about. Today, we're going to be doing the interview with the Gee family, and more we're focusing on Jay, and we're going to talk about her journey. And I named today's Sunday talk show I Claim Victory because this is just what I believe. For Jay, we claim victory over her and her life and her family. So I'm going to introduce you to her. But before then, I want to thank everybody in the audience. Hi, Angela, Edward, Boss Life Online, and Angela Fritters. If there's anybody I missed, I'm sorry. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Oh, the audio is good. Thank you so much, Edward. So, without further delay, I'm going to introduce Jay, and she is a YouTuber here on this platform. And I want to introduce her, and we're going to get into some questions. After we go through the questions that we have prepared, then I'm going to open it up to the audience and let you guys ask Jay some questions. So let's invite up Jay. Hey,
Hello, happy Sunday.
happy Sunday to
Hello,
you.
thank
Yes.
you.
And thank you so much for accepting the invitation to be here.
You're welcome. I'm honored. I am very honored. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much.
No problem. Well, first of all, I'm going to start off with your first question that I have prepared for you. The first question was just for you to introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Janice. I go by Jay. I'm originally from New Orleans. I reside in Houston, Texas. I'm married. I've been married for 12 years. Well, it's actually going on 12 years next month on August 8th.
Okay.
We don't have any kids yet, but I am claiming that. I am a twin. I have a twin sister. She resides out here as well. Um, what else? That's pretty much it for right now, I guess. But
Oh,
right now, to introduce myself. But that's who I am. Just a wife. and a sister, a daughter. So yeah, that's who I am.
That's fantastic. And you say you're married for almost 12 years now. What is your husband's name?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It
okay.
may be my end.
It may be me as well. I was just asking, what is your husband's name?
What is my husband's name?
Oh, she's buffering. Let's wait a second, guys. Hi, Rochelle. Welcome. How are you doing? I think we lost her. Maybe she's going to come back. Um, let's just talk with you guys until she comes back. Hi, Rochelle. Welcome. How are you? Hey, Edward. Hey, Boss Life Online. Hey, Angela. Oh, she's back. So let's introduce Jay back up here again. Hey, is it me or
I'm
is it you?
sorry. But it might be me. It
Okay.
might be me.
Okay. Oh, no problem. I was just asking you. So, introduce your husband.
His name is Rusty. We call him Rusty. We met actually out here in Houston. He's originally from New Orleans as well. Of course, he's not here right now, but he's actually working.
Okay.
But his name is Rusty. He go by the name of Rusty.
Awesome. That's great. So,
Yeah.
12 years, that's a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Long time.
In married years, that's a long time. Yes.
Yes.
So, let me get into the next question that I have. Oh, you already said what state you live in. You live in Houston, Texas, right?
I reside in Houston, Texas. As of now, I originally from New Orleans, and I came out to Houston due to Katrina, the Hurricane Katrina in 2005,
Oh, I did not know
and
that.
been in Houston since then.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, so you're a hurricane survivor.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So the next question that I have for you is share a little bit about your family dynamic.
We were growing up as family. We were close knit, definitely close knit. My mom, my stepdad, my sister, my twin sister, my brother, and I. We stayed with our grandmother. So she pretty much was, the glue to our family. She ensured that, we stayed knitted, that even with our problems, she always ensured that,
Oh,
we
experiencing a little bit of buffering. It's okay, Jay.
okay.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. I enjoyed doing it as well. It was a nice vlog. Yeah, you were sharing about your family.
Yes, I'm sorry. I know it's so unprofessional.
No,
I guess
it's
it's my internet.
you
I'm
don't have
sorry,
to
guys.
no, you don't have to apologize. You just continue. We just keep on rocking here.
Okay, okay. Thank you. But we were close knit, definitely close knit. And we were really, really close. Unfortunately, just now that I'm in Houston, my mom is in New Orleans, my sister is out here. Um, when my grandmother passed away, we kind of all went out, not our separate ways. We still talk, but we're not as close. I believe once my grandmother passed away, I believe everyone decided to go their own different ways and decided to do different things. So when my grandmother passed away, which was the glue of our family, we're not as close. Like my siblings and I, we're not as close as we used to be. Um, don't know why, but I pray that we can get, a little bit better. I guess get closer than we were when we were coming up as children.
Right.
But we'll
Right.
see how that works out.
I think that happens sometimes in the family because not comparing our situation, but in our family, when both of my parents passed away, our family, we had to learn how to be a unit without them. And I think sometimes that becomes a situation sometimes in families when somebody wasn't the matriarch of the family, or the glue to the family, and then when they're not there anymore, you have to learn how to improve your relationships with one another without them.
Right. I'm gonna put my earbuds in too.
Okay.
I just hear echo. Maybe
Okay.
that might be better. Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, great. Yeah, I was saying sometimes we just have to learn how to just be family without people. I don't really think anything really prepares you for that situation. Oh, she's buffering again. Yeah, it was devastating, Tracy. And the guest, she really is a strong lady. Oh, let me remove this one and add this one. Yeah, yeah, you were saying, I was saying that, sometimes we just have to learn how to just be family and friends with one another. I think sometimes when you're growing up in a family, you have that family dynamic, you're used to one person like delegating, relationships between the two of you. Like in our family, it was like my mom would say to my brothers, come over, or somebody else, or a cousin. And then when they're not there anymore, you have to learn how to just communicate with each other without them. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Absolutely.
that's how it was in our family.
I mean, that makes sense. And, especially when you're pretty much going through not just a health issue, but when you're going through stuff in life, you need your family. And sometimes you don't want to reach out to outsiders, but sometimes you have outsiders that's more loyal than your family. So that's kind of difficult too. So, but however, I do miss the communication. I do miss, them speaking to them every single day. But yes, we just need to be family and learn how to love one another in spite of.
Mhm. I think it's a profound statement, and I can't speak for everybody, but I can just say in our family, we had to go back to the basis of we had to learn how to love each other individually. And that
Mm.
was something that we didn't have to do before. Before, we would just come together because we were used to the Sunday dinners every Sunday at mom's house, because that's just how it was. But then when mom wasn't there, we had to learn how to have our own relationship with just one another, like learn to love each other as sisters or as brothers or as cousins or as this or as that. We had to learn how to define our own relationship. And I think that it's something really good. We have to learn how to love each other, not based on other people, but just based on an individual. Like, I love you as my sister, not just I love you because we are a part of the family.
That makes
You know what
sense.
that means?
That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yep. Yep. Learning. Yep. Learning how to love one another. Exactly. I love it. Yes.
Yes. Okay. And somebody said hello to the guests. I think it was, yeah, Rochelle. She says, hello to the guests. You're a strong lady.
Hi, you too, Rochelle. Praying for you.
Yes. Yes. No problem. We love you, since we are patient for you, Jay. No worries. Hello,
Oh, hey,
Team Gravely. How are you? Welcome. Hi,
Teresa.
Teresa.
Hey, Teresa. Team
Yes.
Gravely.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. So I'm going to get into my next question. Of course, my tablet turned off for a second. Hold on one second. Yeah, the next one that I have for you is, what are some of the things that you have learned from those experiences in your childhood?
Learning how to be independent. Learning
Mhm.
how to be independent. I left home around 18, 19 years old. And from then on, I've learned, went to school, went to college, worked 3 or 4 jobs to ensure that I can drive, get my own car, get my own place. The struggles, um, it just showed me and it taught me how to be independent. I lacked, I guess because of my grandmother, she did so much for us. She washed our clothes until we were like 16 years old. She
Oh.
cooked dinner. I mean, the only thing that we pretty much really did was make our bed, clean our room, and pretty much. But my grandmother was pretty much the one that worked so many hours, and then she'll come home and wash clothes and do things. She didn't teach us how to cook because she decided she wanted to do all the cooking. So pretty much everything that I was taught, I had to unlearn. I had to unlearn some learned things to become a woman and a wife. So when I left home with those struggles,
Just having a little bit of Wi-Fi issue, guys. Hold on. Welcome to everybody in the chat. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing okay.
you,
Yeah, I hear
okay, I'm
you.
back. Sorry.
That's okay. You don't have to apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
continue. Mhm.
Okay. I can't remember what I was saying, but pretty much the struggles, and then being coming up in New Orleans, Louisiana, around the time that around maybe 15, 16, New Orleans pretty much was a place where it was a murder capital, where murders was high. It was the ratings was high. So I learned survival. I had to learn how to survive and protect myself as well, but it made me a strong woman. And then when I transitioned to Houston, it was a different environment, a different caliber. It was something different from New Orleans. But I can say that New Orleans did teach me a lot, especially after Katrina, losing everything after Katrina. Again, New Orleans, it just taught me how to survive. Now
Right.
I'm learning how to thrive opposed to surviving. I want to
Yes.
thrive in the things that I do right now. So I believe my struggles, it just taught me how to thrive into life experiences and to be that strong, independent woman.
Right. That's amazing, and your story is an amazing testimony to others, because I think a lot of times, especially women, and even more so women of color, the issue usually comes where when they hit a wall or obstacle, they usually stay down, and it's because a lot of times for us as individuals, as women, we really don't get taught how to believe in ourselves and how to love ourselves, and tell ourselves that we're strong when we are. I think it's something not just Black women or people of color. Oh, she's buffering. Not just people of color, but everyone. This topic is for everyone to inspire and encourage every single one. Yeah, like I was saying, I said this topic is for everyone to inspire and to encourage everyone, to keep going.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. And Tracy says that she can't imagine how hard that must have been, going through Katrina.
I can't imagine I had. Right. Yeah. It difficult. Definitely difficult.
Mhm. Yes.
But we're persevering.
Yeah, perseverance, and it's wonderful. Sometimes I think we forget when we are in the storm and we get through the storm, we forget to tell our story. And I think it's very important what you're doing right now. You're sharing that I went through the storm, and now you're in another storm right now. So it's important whenever you reach and you get through to the other side, to encourage somebody who is in the midst of the storm, to show them, hey, don't give up. I just got through that. Come on. I can show you how you can be successful. I can show you how you can get through this because I made it. And
Yes.
it's powerful.
Wow. That's true. Yes. Have to help the other person, the next
Right,
person.
right. So let me see. My next question that I have for you is I just did that one. Oh, what has been your biggest struggles in your life?
My biggest struggles, I would say, if this would make sense, my
Mm,
insecurities. Um, and based on my insecurities, I've gained a lot in my life fast. I was in management at the end of at late 20s when I transitioned to Houston. I was in management in corporate America. I worked in corporate America at age 28 and been in management and grew ever since, which mean I gained cars, I gained things. Outside of those things, Janice didn't know who she was pretty much. I didn't know who I was. I allowed things to identify who I was as that woman. And now that I lost pretty much all of that, not only I lost in Katrina, but I regained everything. But now that I lost all those things, now it's time that I'm redefining who I am without all those things, without the position, without the title, without the job.
Hang in there, guys. She's coming back.
I'm
Yeah.
back, guys.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
okay. No problem. Just continue. Don't worry about it. I know all about Wi-Fi issues. It's all right.
Yes, it's horrible. Oh my God,
Yeah.
it's horrible. Um,
Yes,
so
you were.
yeah, I'm redefining myself, redefining who I am without all those things. Bless me with he's going to restore everything back unto me, my health, my mind, the material things. Um, but I think most importantly, redefining who I am. And, I really should have, and even being, I guess, embarrassed by my bald head. Um, I I love Sylvia, Be Amazing Sylvia, because she inspired me so much.
Yes, Sylvia is she's a great person, and she also went through cancer struggles. I think she's gonna come back. I think this is her right here. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Be Amazing Sylvia is a wonderful person. She also has been through some struggles in her life as well. Do you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Can you see? Can you
Yeah,
hear or
I
see
see.
me?
I see you and hear you.
Okay, so okay, perfect.
Yeah, I was saying, I
Um,
said, Be Amazing Sylvia has been through similar things with a cancer struggle as well. Can you
I
hear
don't know
me?
what's wrong with my Wi-Fi. I can hear you. I think
Oh,
it's just
okay.
lagging a little bit, but
Okay. I'll just wait a
okay.
minute. Oh, hey, Raymond. Welcome. How are you? Happy Sunday. Yes. So you were saying about what you've been through, and you were saying that your biggest struggle was you.
Yes. Not believing that I'm beautiful. The way I speak, or the way I spoke, coming from, growing up in New Orleans, it was a lot of things that I kind of beat myself up. Big lips,
Hmm.
my weight, it just was a lot. And mind you, I'm still growing. I'm still
Hmm.
growing. Um, Even with my hair, not having hair, even with my sickness, I'm still
Hmm.
kind of getting to the place where I want to be more confident wearing my bald head. Um, Before I was cut off with the internet, I wanted to say, Be Amazing Sylvia has inspired me to kind of take a little bit more pictures with my bald head. So some of my videos, I do have my bald head showing a little bit. I'm not there yet, but I definitely want to overcome my insecurities. It's something that I'm still kind of dealing with a little bit as well.
Right. And I can agree with you with that when it comes to insecurities, the insecurities that people have about themselves. And I think that it's a really big deal, and it needs to be taught more to feed that kind of love. Loving yourself, no matter what you look like, what your weight is, what your skin color is, no matter what, and not comparing one person to the other, because I do believe that comparison is the biggest killer of your self esteem.
Mm.
Um, because the way one brother or sister or family member or whoever or a person on the job does things is not the way that you even would want to do things. So we have to learn to celebrate ourselves and congratulate our own selves instead of looking to others for validation. We have to learn to validate ourselves. And I do believe it is a journey. It is a journey for self love, a big journey, but just continue to be who you are. I think that that's one of the most important things that I was blessed to have a dad that taught me at the end of his life because my dad passed from cancer.
Oh
And
wow.
that's one of the
Stars.
things. It's okay. I in the beginning it was like really hard for me, but right now I'm at a place in my life where I can sit, I can teach other people what I have just been through. And one of the best lessons that my dad asked me, he's the one that was passing away, and he was asking me if I was going to be okay.
Wow.
And he looked at me, and I didn't get it. I thought he was talking about me working all these hours, but he wasn't talking about that. He
Mhm.
wanted to know if I was going to be okay just being without him. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely. Yes.
And
Yeah.
it didn't hit it didn't hit here and here until afterwards. I said, "Oh, he's talking about if I'm going to be able to carry on because
Wow.
I'm the last child, I'm number 10. So I was always daddy's girl. So he was like, "Are you going to be okay, baby?" And I didn't get it. I was like, "Yeah, dad, I'm okay." He was like, "You don't get it. You don't get it." He's like, "You don't get it." So even on deathbed, my dad was thinking about, me being okay and my self esteem. If you're going to be all right, how are you? You got things together. So I didn't get it, but I feel like it's important for me to say this to somebody. If nobody gives you that type of self love and self esteem and confidence, find it within yourself. You can, but you
Right.
have to pull down deep sometimes. Hey, Erica. Welcome. How are you? Happy Sunday. Yes, that would have been hard for sure for anyone, Tracy. Anyone. Let me go back up. I'm going to add you right back to the stream. Hold on, Jay. Yeah, Tracy was just saying you are beautiful inside and out. And that would have been hard
Oh,
for
thank you,
sure.
Tracy.
Yes.
Oh, love you, Tracy.
Yeah. And this the topic of self-love always gets me choked up, it always gets me choked up, the topic of self-love, because every woman, if you're being honest with yourself, every woman has either gone through, either you're in a low period or you're in a high period or you're in between, but everybody can work on loving themselves more.
Yes. Yes. And it's so touching. It is really touching. I'm getting teary eyed just
I
when
know
you were
my nose
speaking
is about
about self love.
yeah, my nose starting to run. My nose starting to run, but it's all good. I think it's important to teach each other lessons when you're going through your struggle, when you're whatever it is that you're going through. It's important to be honest with yourself. Everybody struggles, and it's okay. It's okay to struggle. Let me hide this. Yeah, like I was saying, it's okay to struggle. Everybody struggles, and people who say that they're not struggling, it's a lie. Everybody goes through self
Hmm.
doubt and lack of self esteem and confidence, but you just got to pull yourself up and say, what helps me, just speaking for myself, Marlene, um, I look at the past when I went through a really hard period of time and I thought I wasn't going to make it. And then I look back and I said, Marlene, remember, you went through that. So you can get through this. And I think that that's
Yes.
important for others to remind yourself that, if you're going through a hard period of time right now, just know you went through a hard period of time before and you can make it through this.
Yes.
Yes. Donna, it says self love is taught as a child from your parents. Yes, that's true, Donna. But some
Yeah.
people honestly do not get that. I have a lot of friends and I know people that have never they learned self-love in their adulthood. Unfortunately, not everybody was blessed to have that type of circumstance to be loved by their parents or family or friends. Some people didn't learn until they made their own little family unit where they were able to promote their own self-love, and somebody helped them to encourage them in their own self-love. Yes, Tracy, sometimes we can be our own worst enemies and we're very hard on ourselves. We are really hard on ourselves and we can be our own worst enemies. Mhm, can. So let me get back to the question that I had for Jay. Let me,
Marlene, come
can
right
you hear
back
me?
out.
Huh? Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
I can hear you just a little bit. It sounds like
Maybe I'm going to take my mic off. Let me unplug my mic. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you have volume and you can hear me, because I'm just going to take out my mic. Maybe that's the issue. You guys let me know how's the volume and if you can hear me while I wait for Jay to come back. You guys hear me? Okay, good. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, it's true. People can be really cruel growing up. I was taught not to lie, so when people said things, I believed them. Yeah, and I do believe that so much people, I think it's important for whoever, like if you're a parent, to not only teach children, but also like be honest. Be honest with children. Don't just tell them things and like teach them reality. I think it's important to teach children reality that, difficulties arise, problems happen. You're going to have your highs and your lows. You're going to have your times of discouragement, but it's going to be okay. That's what you have to teach children. Thank you guys for hanging out here with me. I'm just waiting for Jay to come back. What I meant is it's supposed to be taught from your parents. In so many cases, our parents are the ones that crushed it. We have to find it somewhere, mentor, coach, God, etc. Right, Donna? I agree with that. Oh, Jay's back. Hold on. Let me add her back to the stream. Can you hear me, Jay?
yes, I can hear you. I'm
Good.
sorry. It's just
No,
it's weird.
I unplugged my mic because I don't know if it's my mic was the issue as well. I don't know. I just unplugged it, so I'm just talking through the mic on my laptop. So I don't know if that's going to
Okay.
improve it.
Okay.
So Donna says that it should be our parents first that should teach us self-love, but or you should find it somewhere through a mentor, a coach, God. But it's important that you find it. Thank you so much for your comment, Donna. That was awesome. And it does take a while. Some people, you may go through your whole life looking for self-love. You're looking for other people to justify love for you. You're looking in all the wrong places where you have to look. Love has to be first with you. You have to define who you are, and you have to know who you are in order for you to be able to succeed in life. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you want. And I think that becomes a big issue most times with people and relationships. People are always looking to other people to validate themselves and validate their love, where love has to start first with you. Instead of you looking for someone to tell you that you're loved, you have to know I love myself. And I think that it comes with time when you get to know who you are. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me go to the next question. I've been going off topic, but
No, this is helping in spite of this internet going crazy. Oh my God.
yeah, that's okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go. You are dealing with a health issue right now. What is that? For those in the audience who
I
don't know.
have Okay. I have been diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer as of November of 2020. And as some of you know that follow me, I had my last chemotherapy session on Wednesday. So that was the 8th chemo session. So I'm grateful for that. So now we still have some steps to go, have surgery and all that good stuff coming up as well. But my last chemo was actually last week.
Wow,
And that's what
congratulations.
thank you.
Yes. So, can you tell us a little bit about the process for those who don't know about chemotherapy? What's involved in it?
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
So, I said, can you tell the audience, those that don't know what chemotherapy is, like what's involved in it?
Yes, chemotherapy is the medication that actually reduces or kills the cancer. If that's my
Yes, Donna, that's appropriate. Oh my God, exactly. And she's so strong that she has completed it. Let me add her back.
so chemotherapy is the medication that assists with reducing or killing the cancer. So for my situation, I've had eight treatments to actually treat the cancer. So now I had lumps in my lymph nodes and in my breast, and it reduced the chemotherapy actually reduced the lumps and the mass that was in my breast.
Okay. And how are you feeling?
Right now, I had 8 treatments. The last 4 treatments was pretty much the big one. It just it takes a toll on my body. Like today is just I'm aching. I can barely walk. I can't stand. I have to drink lots and lots of water. So I'm just in so much pain. But emotionally I'm happy because it's my last chemotherapy, but physically I'm just in so much pain. I'm just in much pain. So
Right.
my back, my legs, I'm dealing with carpal not carpal tunnel, neuropathy in my toes and in my fingers.
I'm gonna ask her the question when she comes back. Donna. Hey, hey Pam, how are you? Welcome. Happy Sunday to you. Let me remove that.
Day.
Yes. I got a question for the audience. Donna is asking, what were your signs, or you just went for a regular checkup and they told you?
Oh, the sign. Now I'm guilty because I did neglect going get my yearly checkups or monthly checkups, or I was guilty. What caused me or prompted me to go to my primary physician is I felt pain in my breasts, and it hurt really bad, and it was something that was not normal. The pain is just like, okay. At one point, I was a person that used to go to the doctor. I mean, just frequently. But I actually, am guilty. I didn't go. So when I went to my primary physician, of course, they did the testing. I had to go get imaging done, and when I got the imaging done, that's when they diagnosed me with stage 3 breast cancer, aggressive stage 3 breast cancer, because it was
Oh,
actually it moved. It was moving throughout my body.
wow. Yeah. Yeah, I just can't even imagine, like, so can I ask you, like, when you found out, how was your reaction? Like, how did you even begin to process that?
Whew, that was hard because I never thought that I would have never. I mean, and sometimes in reality, you think, "Oh, I'm never going to get sick. I'm healthy. My blood work is good. Every time I go to the doctor, everything is grand. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to live this my whole life. Or, you know, you have that mindset that you think it's going to happen to you.
Yeah, you have that mindset. You think it's in your mind, nothing will ever happen to you, but then things happen to you. And it is amazing, Tracy. She's been through a lot and she smiles through it. That's why she's such an inspiration. Let me remove this one. Yep, yep. So you're back.
Okay,
Yes.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So you're. I was. I forget what I asked you. I think I asked you. So how are you doing now?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, Moline.
Oh, I was asking you. So how are you doing now? I know you were saying that you have pain in your back.
Yeah, just the pain, but pretty much once the chemo takes its toll and I drink my water and all that good stuff, then I'll probably be back to myself in a matter of days, hopefully, hopefully.
Okay.
But doing well, doing well. I'm just glad it's pretty much um, almost over. So I can't complain. I can't complain, but I have my ups and downs. Don't get me wrong. I have my ups and downs. I have my
Yeah.
ups and downs.
Yeah. Exactly. Donna says that you're so pretty.
Oh, thank you, Donna. Appreciate you.
Okay, so here's a question that I have for you. Let's see, where were you? I was on my list. Um, oh, and you told me how long you were diagnosed. I asked how you were doing. Question number 9. How has this changed you emotionally and spiritually?
Wow. Emotionally, how has it changed me? It changed me emotionally. It changed me to become more humbled and more kind towards individuals. At one point, I was not a real nice person, and I can definitely say that. But it caused me to humble myself and to be kind and to love one another, other people that may be going through, may not be a health issue, but whatever they're going through, you never know what the next person is going through. But just being humble spiritually, it caused
Right,
me to increase my relationship with God, pretty much, to love my neighbors, to love people, to love myself more than anything, to love God and love myself, to love myself a little bit more, take the time out for me a little bit more, opposed to everybody else that really didn't really care anything about me, pretty much. But emotionally, it just caused me to love, really first love me, which I'm gradually doing, and loving others, and loving
um,
others.
wow, that's amazing. That's amazing, Jay. Um, so you're saying, like, before, I know you were sharing that before you had a problem with, loving yourself and you were hard on yourselves. Is that still the case now? Are you still really hard on yourself, or has that come down?
It has come down. I think I'm learning. I have this saying, I'm learning life. So I'm learning to first, I have to unlearn some learned things and then learning to love me pretty much now. But it's coming down. It's coming down. I can't be so hard on myself. If I can't get it right the first time, then I'm going to succeed and try to do it again. If I wake up in the morning, I'm so grateful for Miss Geo as well. Just having those affirmations and having something in place to kind of encourage myself, and getting up
Right.
in the morning and saying, hey, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am beautiful. I can fight. I can do this. I can help the next individual. So that's what I have to do each
Yes.
morning. So
Yes, that's beautiful. I love that positive attitude, because I think sometimes, especially as women, no shade to men, but especially as women, we wear so many hats. We have to be so many things to so many people. It's who you have to be strong for who you're with in a romantic relationship. You have to be strong for your parents or your siblings or this person and that person. And when you're giving, so much of yourself, 5% to this person, 10%, this one, 10%, all of this, what is left over for you? what's
Wow.
left over for you. And it's something I'm learning as well too. Like my mom, it's a Jamaican saying because my parents were Jamaican.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and my parents, it was the saying my mom used to say, "Empty bag can't stand up." Stand up.
Wow.
Like if you're empty inside, you're hollow. Like when you see an empty bag, how is it going to stand up? If you ever try to form an empty bag, it's just going to fall back down.
Oh,
So
right.
I think like it's an appropriate saying. Empty bag can't stand up because my mom used to always say you got to fill up your bag.
Mhm.
You got to fill up yourself. And I don't just mean emotionally, I mean spiritually. You have to spend time with your own spirit and ask yourself like, am I okay? Are you okay? You have to check in and say, do I need to slow down today? Am I doing too much? Have I prayed? How are my affirmations? You got to do all of those things in
Yes.
order for you to be able to give to other people. Because if you just keep, you know, filling up everybody else's cup or everybody else's bag, what are you going to be?
Right. Nothing.
Honestly. And my
Right.
mom knew because my mom had 10 kids. So my mom knew what she was talking about. I
Right.
remember in
Wow.
the morning, my mom always had the door locked. My whole life, my mom had the door locked, and it did not matter what you needed. My mom was not opening her door until my mom had already said her prayers. She had did her affirmations. She did what she needed to do. She took her shower. She put on her makeup. When my mom unlocked the door, she always told me, "Now I'm 100%."
I love it. I love it.
She
Wow.
said, "I'm not dealing with my kids, my husband, nobody until I'm 100%." And
Yes.
it's something that, even though I saw that my whole life, I never, it's not until after now that I'm a grown woman. Now I'm going, yeah, I remember mom used to lock that
Yeah.
door up. And
Right.
maybe time to start locking that door, be
I
like, nobody
know.
can come in here and say, I'm sorry. Even my dad would, my mom be like, she ignored everybody. She's not answering you. She said, this is my time.
It's your time. Absolutely. Wow. I'm gonna have to lock the door then.
Lock the door.
Whew.
Nobody can come in until you say, hey, my mom said, my mom used to be like, I'm at 30%. No, no,
Right.
30%.
Right. Whew. Yes. Absolutely. Wow.
Yeah, it's a powerful lesson.
There
Yep.
is. Wow.
Yeah.
So powerful and profound.
Yeah. So let me go back to the question that I had for you. Oh, do you have any? Oh, I skipped a question. What was it that you would like to teach the audience? Anything that you want to share with the audience about experiences or whatever you have been through or whatever you want to say?
Pretty much everyone that I follow pretty much inspires me. I think, just pretty much whatever you're going through. I mean, whatever you're going through, and just being that light, that beacon of light, to the next person, no matter what it can be. It can be just a smile. It can just be a support on YouTube, or, and then just persevering through your obstacles, pretty much. And then just inspire the next person. This means a
Yeah.
lot. This is not just only something, Marlene. I don't really call this an interview. I feel like this was, because when I get teary eyed, oh my God, it touches me, because it not only allowed me to share my story, but you helped me as well. And just with the self-love. And I listened to your show, and self-love is so important, and especially when you don't have that stuff. When I'm learning how to love myself, things, it can just be hard at times. Pretty much it just can be hard at times.
Yeah.
But I just want to say I appreciate you. It's really nothing I can really say to the audience, because pretty much everyone that's in the chat is really the ones that inspire me to kind of keep going, pretty much. But just continue just helping the next person. I think that's so important. We have so much hate out in the world nowadays, and I know what I'm going through right now is just everybody that's on my side and that's supporting me. It means a lot. It really, really means a lot. And through these 8 treatments of since February, I shared my journey, and there's so many people that has come, that allow me to come on that platform, that inbox me, that sends me messages, and that encourages me a lot. So the only thing I just want to say is thank you.
Yeah.
Just want to say thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing, Jay, that you can be in that point in your life, because sometimes when you're going through that difficulty and that struggle in your life, it's hard to look around and say thank you. So it's amazing that you can do that now, and
Yes.
we really do appreciate that.
Thank you.
We really do appreciate that. Let me see my next question that I have for you. Um, Okay, so we've gone through the major of the questions. So I want to ask you to introduce your YouTube channel.
Okay. I am the G family. That's the G family with two E's. I've been on YouTube since I believe 2013. I started actually creating content. This is 2021, so I believe like 2018. But unfortunately, I deleted all my videos. And I think on, I don't know if it was you or Miss Gio, I surely asked one of you guys, can I retrieve all my videos? I think Miss
Um,
Gio said, no, it's gone.
well, do you do them on a computer?
No, I did it on my phone. Like I do
Oh,
everything on my phone. So like I'm grasp everything. I'm just grasping everything. But yeah, I did everything on my phone. Deleted everything. I was going through a whole lot in my life, and I just don't know what I was
I
thinking. I
know.
deleted everything. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's okay. Well, I hope now is something that I've learned from Primping Ain't Easy. She has taught me that even now, when you make your YouTube videos, you should be backing it up,
yes,
on
okay.
this other source. That, okay, say the worst happens with your YouTube channel and YouTube deletes it,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to touch you if you have everything backed up, because all you have to do is go and upload all over again on
All
another
over
channel.
again. Right.
But if
Yes.
you don't have a backup, now that's where you run into a hard place.
Right. Exactly. So I have to do that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's great, Jay. So let me ask you, so what is your immediate and your long-term goal?
My immediate goal. Well, first, my goal is to beat cancer. That's my main goal at this point.
Yeah.
Now in my long term goal, I'm not sure if one of my videos I did state that I am birthing a foundation that's going to be named Flourish. I feel a need of building this foundation to help and be an advocate or to be a speaker, a life coach. We'll
Mm-hmm.
see how that may work, and then eventually a corporation. But I definitely want to birth this baby, this foundation that I have going on right now. That's pretty much what my main focus. Um,
Mm-hmm.
right now, of course, writing books. I have a book that I definitely want to write as well. Besides the cancer, prior to the cancer, my husband and I went through a lot prior to the cancer. We've been in a storm for a very long time. I think we're coming out of it. No, we are coming out of it. So I definitely want to kind of just, write a book on our experiences and our losses and all that good stuff. But beating cancer, fighting it 100%, and then
Mm-hmm.
then then just building on my
Right.
my foundation.
Right. That's
Yes.
amazing. Um, um, Donna is asking you, so what kind of videos were they?
At that time in 2018, with my sister and I, my twin sister, at that point in 2018, my husband and I don't like to say homeless. We were in between homes. So we were staying with my
Mm-hmm.
sister for 30 days. We stayed in a hotel for 30 days. And then I stayed with my sister and my brother-in-law for 30 days. So in the midst of that, the content was more of my twin sister, my niece, my nephews, that type of content. But now it's more of my journey, challenges, my husband and our walk, and all that good stuff. So that
Okay.
content was more of my sibling, my niece, and my nephews.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. So let's see. Now I think I'm done with all the questions that I had for you. So I can go to the audience. It's opened up. You guys, if you have anything you want to ask Jay, please ask them now in the comment section. Um, Angela says she doesn't have anything backed up.
Oh wow, I don't feel bad then.
Yeah, I didn't know that for a long time until I started going to other tech channels. Like I go to Primping Ain't Easy. What is his name? Barry Johnson.
Okay.
It's a few other people. I think I just got in touch with Simplistically Digital. It's a few people that I start watching. You know, when you start watching tech videos, like it shows you how to improve your channel and what you should
Okay.
be doing. And I'm like, oh, there's a lot of things I need. I need to
Right.
be doing.
Right. It's a lot that I need to. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so I just want to tell you guys about those channels if you guys want to know. Like, there's some good channels if you want to find out how to do certain things. And like, they talk about like good cameras and editing things and stuff like that, which I think is good if you're still learning.
Yeah, because I'm learning. I do everything on my phone.
Mhm.
I'm still
Yes,
learning. I'll get better. I'll get
yes,
better in
you will.
time.
You will, and you are. I just want to ask you, Jay, like, right now, your all your experiences of the things that you've gone through, what would you say is the hardest struggle that you've had thus far out of everything that you've been through? You know, Katrina, you know, not having a home, and also now having cancer. Like, what would you say would be the hardest for you to date out of all of them?
I would say the cancer.
Mm,
Because losing things, you can always regain those things back, like the cars, the house. I'm in a small apartment, but I feel like the biggest thing was cancer because I didn't think that I was gonna make it,
mm,
and within the midst of me having the cancer, I did lose relationship with my brother. Some of my family members don't call, and so I
mhm.
believe the biggest thing was the cancer, because I lost family that I really love that don't even call, and I gained a few people in the midst of, like, nurses and stuff like that. But I think the biggest thing is the cancer, because for one, didn't think I was going to make it, but I'm here, and then just not having the support of my family. And it's just, I
Mhm,
have my mom, but she's in New Orleans. My husband is
mhm,
here 100%. He's my
mhm.
caregiver, and it's kind of
Good,
difficult on him. He's working now, I'm thankful for that, but at one point he couldn't work. So just losing my family, not having that support system, and people coming out here to Houston to take care of me, or you know
right,
call me every day, and it's just
right.
negative. But
Yeah. I just want to give some encouragement to you, for a situation that I've been through, because I've been through in my family cancer three times. Like, my dad had cancer, my aunt had cancer, and now my sister has cancer. My sister right now is going through chemotherapy in Mexico and stuff. So I can't
okay.
say, like, I can speak on it because I personally have not had cancer, but I have been around it in my family. And I can just say from the experiences for the cancer, don't look to who's not there for you. I know that's easier said than done, but it's going to help you so much because, like, when I talk to, like, my dad, I talk to my sister, I talk to my aunt, they told me sometimes people don't know how to approach you because it's a grieving process for them too. Because, like, if it's your sister or your brother, they have to deal with, like, their hurt, basically, that their sister has cancer, and they don't know how to approach you to support you because they are going through a pain themselves.
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm trying to
Wow.
say? So
Yes.
that's what my siblings have told me. Like,
Okay.
they didn't know how to support you because it's hurtful for the whole family. So they don't even know how to approach you and say to you. Because I had to
Wow.
say that to my sister too. Like, I stayed away from her for a little bit, and she told me that hurt her. Like, you
Okay.
backed away from me. And I had to admit I didn't know what to say to you because it was a grieving process for me. Like, I
Okay.
had to deal with it and say, my sister has cancer. Like,
Wow.
that was hard for me to even admit. In the beginning, I wouldn't even say it because I was like, my sister don't have no cancer,
Wow.
you know? So
Okay.
it may be, I'm not, what, I can't think of the word, but I'm not trying to justify the action,
Right.
but you don't know
Makes sense.
why they pull back because they may be so hurt. You don't even know. Like, even my sister said, I was in there in my room crying every night for my sister. Didn't
Wow.
even know, and she thought I didn't care nothing about her.
Wow.
And it's not true. I was crying. I was on my knees praying to God for her.
Wow.
And I was just at a point I wasn't ready to talk to her because I wasn't strong enough, because I didn't want to go to my sister and say, crying. You know what I mean? I wanted to
Makes
go to
sense.
her strong and say, I'm here for you. Now I'm
Right.
strong enough to say I'm here for you. But at the beginning,
Wow. That
I
makes
was too
sense.
busy crying. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Let me see. Oh, thank you, Donna, for being here. I missed her comment. Yeah, I'm just saying that to you because my sister said that was profound for her to be able to hear that, because when you're going through it, like I know right now you must need a lot of support and a lot of love and all of that. And just, sometimes just don't worry about the people who aren't there for you right now. Just lean on the people who love you right now, like us.
Right.
Lean on the people who are there for you and care for you. And in time, they'll come back and say, they personally may not be strong enough, like me. Like I wasn't even strong enough to say. You know how hard that is. I'm not saying it's not hard for you, but it's hard for a sibling to say, my sibling got cancer.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just be patient with them. Just be patient with them.
Okay.
I'm sure that they love you
Yeah.
and they want the best for you.
Yes.
So I just want
Yeah.
to feed that into your soul because it's on my spirit right now to tell you that.
And it was needed. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
definitely needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I wish I could hug you now. I just want to hug you through the screen.
No,
Killing
I
me.
didn't want
I'm
to do
sorry. I
this.
didn't mean to make you cry. I'm not trying to make you cry. I just have to tell you that because
Yes.
my sister said it helped her so much
Okay.
after she found out that I was crying like she was, because she felt like nobody cared because nobody is talking to her.
Yeah.
And I said, no. I said, it's quite the opposite. I said, everybody over here is crying and they're broken up
Wow.
because we can't even talk
Wow.
to you, because like you want to be there for people strong. Like I don't want to be on the phone crying my eyes out with her. I want to be like, what I
Right.
mean? But she says, I wish you would have called me and said, I can't talk because I'm crying my eyes out. But that's what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So Rochelle says, everyone can't process the difference in family or friend that sickness brings. Some people can't handle like seeing somebody they love sick. They
Yeah.
can't handle it. And I couldn't. I couldn't handle it. Like
Yeah.
it destroyed me. For me, I used to always say, God, just let it be me and not her. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
But
Makes
just
sense.
don't think that they don't love you. And I don't know if you have been there, that you feel that your family doesn't love you. And I'm sure it's not that at all. They're probably just in a place where they can't handle it themselves. They're hurt.
Okay.
They could be mad at God and the world, and they just are in their own shell. So
Yeah.
just give them some time.
Okay.
I don't know if you've reached out to them and said to them, I know that it may be hard for you, but just know I love you.
Okay.
Start there, and then
Okay.
do what they say back to you, because that's
Okay.
what my sister had to do. Like, tell them it's okay. You can talk to me.
Okay.
It's okay. I love you. I know it may be hard for you, but I love you. It's okay. I just need you.
Okay. I will
Yeah.
do. I'm gonna start. That start. Yeah. That's a start.
Yep. And that's when me and my sister started talking, because I didn't know what to say. And she says, all I need to hear is you love me. That's it.
Yeah.
You ain't
That's
gotta,
it.
you don't
Yeah.
gotta you ain't gotta say nothing else. Just tell me you love me, because I feel
Right.
alone. So
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Let's see what oh, Tracy had a good question. Scroll up. Hold on. Uh did I miss it? Uh oh, there we go. Tracy asked, how did you address your cancer diagnosis with your family? Was someone with you when you were told?
How I addressed it, pretty much over the phone. It took me probably 3 months, 3 months to tell pretty much everyone. And the other question,
Was someone with you when you were told?
my husband was with me, And as I mentioned before, Tracy, my family, majority of them are still in Louisiana. So it's just my sister and I that's out here. At that moment, my sister and I was not speaking, wasn't on speaking terms. So it was just my husband and I. So that's why it took at least 3 months for me to actually come out and tell my family that I had cancer. Because I didn't want it to come from someone else. And, but that's how I pretty much addressed it to my family over the phone. And then
Mhm.
my husband was with me when I was when I was told I had cancer.
Okay. Okay. Wow. What a journey that you have been through, Jay. And I just claimed victory. That's why I named the title of this interview with you.
I love it.
I claim victory
I
because
love it.
yeah, I claim victory over you in your life and blessings for you in the future. That's
Thank
all.
you.
That's all. That's all. It's all my heart for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. I receive it.
Yes. Receive it.
Yes.
Yeah. Just take things one day at a time.
Okay.
Don't worry about, that's why I told my sister, because that's what was making her get sick too down there in Mexico, because she's over there and I'm here and we can't go there. And it's like, don't worry about what you can't do. All that, just focus on what you can do. Focus on
Right.
your health. Focus on you being happy. To
Yes.
me, that's the most important thing. When you become happy, it flows back to us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And my mom was right, locking that door.
That's right. I'm gonna
when,
lock that
when
door.
when I'm happy, you're going to
Yeah.
be happy.
You're gonna be happy.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
it flows back.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yes. So I thank you
Yes.
so much for the interview. I don't want to hold you too much longer. And but I just claim victory over you, and
Yes.
I wish the best for you and happiness,
Thank you.
long life, and I hope everything that you want that you gain.
Thank you so much. And I apologize everyone for the internet. It was so unprofessional.
Don't worry about
But
that,
thank
Jay. Don't
you.
worry about that.
I love
I
you guys
thank
so
you so
much.
much. I love you, and we'll
Thank you.
be in touch.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Yes. It meant a lot. Trust me, it did. It did. I learned a lot too.
I learned too, and I feel fulfilled in my spirit. So I thank you, and blessings to Rusty and the
Thank
rest of your
you.
family.
Same to you. Thank you. Bye
Okay, bye
guys.
bye.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you. Yeah, now I'm all teary. Yeah, so I thank Jay so much for being here, and thank everybody who has tuned in. Thanks for asking the questions, and yeah, it's been a wonderful interview. For all those who are watching on the replay, I appreciate all of you guys who watched to the end. And I'm going to link Jay's channel, the Key Family. Oh, Boss Life Online put a link to it. I thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thanks for all your questions. And next week, I'm going to do another interview with another YouTuber. It's going to be great. So look forward to that. But we are going to be back to our normal time. Oh, Tracy, thank you so much for that super sticker. Oh, Tracy, you're so super sweet. I appreciate you. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rochelle. And I appreciate everybody who is here. To all my members of my channel, I have a members video that is on the community tab if you have not looked at the members only video that I made. Thank you, LSP. Oh, I didn't see you here. Hi, LSP. How are you? Welcome. And I thank all of you guys. What I want to tell you guys from this interview is, produce self-love, it within yourself, be loving to others, say a kind word to somebody else. You never know what your word, how far your positive and kind words can reach somebody. Even just smiling at somebody, telling somebody have a great day, complimenting people on things, encouraging somebody, it really can go a long way. So I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for being a part of my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Always commenting on my videos is very much appreciated. Thank you so much. And I hope everybody has a great day. Have a great Sunday evening. And thank you for watching the show. And I will see you guys next week. And I will let you know the time that is going to be for next week. Yeah. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I'm going to end with the channel commercial and the Best Life Crew song. Everybody have a great evening.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.